Happy Easter everyone, and welcome back to this series. Today we will begin a new chapter. We will break down every aspect of matter. I'd like to thank everyone who wishes to keep watching this series. You're welcome here. Now, let's get started. Matter is the substance of which entities are made. However, what is matter made of? It cannot be made of matter, because that would be an infinite regress. Look at this. An entity is composed. If we take a look at each of its parts, then we see that they are composed as well. And again, each part of the part is also composed. This series of smaller and smaller parts cannot go on forever, and thus we must arrive at a point so small such that further dividing it wouldn't make sense. This ultimate small part would not be made of matter, but rather it would be much more similar to an abstract concept. An immaterial atom. This is the only way we can divide matter without the series being infinite. Oh, look at that, it's quantum physics. Apparently, according to our modern understanding of physics, the smallest particles aren't little balls made of matter, but are rather more accurately described as a wave of probability fluctuating in the quantum field. That's exactly what we theorized. Matter is not made of matter.
But Thomas, does that mean matter doesn't exist?
Yes, ultimately, matter is merely an emerging property of immaterial form. Matter is just how we see immateriality.
Seriously? Are you telling me there are no little balls spinning inside every object?
Yes.
I don't trust it.
You would have to reject all of quantum physics to maintain that belief.
Well, what if I did? Can't I make up my own bullshit belief while science tries to fill the holes in our knowledge?
No. This means not only that matter isn't the only substance that exists, but that matter itself does not exist. It's an illusion. All that exists is immateriality condensed to a microscopic subatomic quantum wave of probability and information. Now, this looks very edgy Reddit atheist teen, but I'm not telling you the universe doesn't have a meaning. I already told you that the existence of finality cannot be denied. However, it is true that nothing exists as we know it.
But wait, if matter doesn't exist, then what is this?
What?
This pencil is made of matter, but you claim matter doesn't exist. Then what's this?
If unicorns don't exist, then what is this?
That's a representation of a unicorn.
Exactly. Now, there is another problem. How small can an entity be before being transformed into an immaterial object? We actually know the value of that length. It's the Planck length. Anything below this value simply stops making sense. It is the universal pixel of space. From this length we can also figure out the smallest amount of time and energy possible. This means that, on a subatomic scale, space looks like a grid. An incredibly huge net of small pixels between which you cannot go. Movement is directly passing from one to the other. Same with time, composed of small instants. This solves so many things that it could work even as a theory of everything. In fact, there is a theory of everything called loop quantum gravity, or LQG, and it is basically the exact same thing I just said. Well, almost exactly. Ignore the big bounce bullshit. We already talked about why such event is not possible. And the universe definitely wasn't created that way. Speaking of creation, see you next time.